Hello, this is At the Desk. I'm your host, Ben Lee. I hope everyone's week has been good so far with housing and all that. No matter the verdict with your 8-man's quads or whatever, my only hope for my fellow freshmen and every other college student that did not get their pick of housing is that your friendships prevail over location and distance. Now, on to the first story for the evening. Our 400-year aged bottle of orange-dyed goat milk of a president has just received the lashing from none other than FBI director and biology teacher debating with a hardcore creationist, James Comey. A while ago, President Trump tweeted about how Obama wiretapped his phones in Trump Tower, criticizing the former president of McCarthyism and Watergate-esque actions. Now, as we covered last time, this is complete bullshit. But unfortunately, I guess we still have to try to let people know that this is completely fabricated by a senile old man who happens to be the president. Listen, I may be wrong, and this statement made by Comey discrediting Trump might actually help. But I just don't see the f***ing point to all this. Trump says something crazy, we investigate, we find it to be wrong, obviously, and then the press reports so. Then die-hard Trump supporters are still going to dismiss this as fake news and whatnot, and remain staunch to whatever Trump has to say. Then die-hard liberals will continue to call those people dumb, and the entire process starts over again. This is the same thing over and over again with all the unfounded claims Trump has made over the campaign trail and his presidency so far. For example, Trump said Ted Cruz's father killed JFK. We all said that was a load of garbage. Then all the news networks spent a shit ton of time going over it when we should have been going over more important things like the lack of Trump's real working policy. Then diehard Trump supporters and diehard liberals fought until they're all tired and spent. Then Trump says some other shit, and then the whole process starts again. Come on, guys. You're the press, not some high school girls gossiping about who's going to prom with Chad. You can't continue to give time and resources to false claims. It only validates the claims if you spend that much effort covering it. We have to start looking at the policies that are quickly creeping up at us. The American Health Care Act does not seem to be dead on arrival, so we need to pay careful attention to that. It has already been reported by the CBO that many poor, elderly, and sick Americans will lose their health care coverage. The same people who actually need that health care to, stay alive. The revised travel plan will come soon, and we need to be prepared to analyze that document more than a white woman gets too nervous about the man in the turban sitting next to her on the flight to New York. My point is, media, you've kind of let yourself go over the past few years. Spent a little bit too much time reporting on lost airliners and the inane blabber of a less crazy but more racist Doc Brown. It's time to get back on that treadmill and start doing your job. Journalism. You might have heard of it. But you know what? I have seen the media getting its groove back. Yeah. Then, like an 80-year-old with arthritis and no life alert, they fell hard. It began, like all days nowadays, with a simple tweet. Political commentator and vegan who won't shut up about being vegan, Rachel Maddow, revealed that she had somehow procured Trump's tax returns and that she would reveal them on her Tuesday show, March 14th. Now, the reason this stirred up such a fuss is that Trump's tax returns have always been the source of mystery during the entire campaign trail. It is traditional to reveal your tax returns to show that you have no financial interests that would conflict with American interests, and Trump has been notorious for guarding his tax returns vehemently. Even though he would promise to show them, he never has. He's like playing a game of capture the flag being the tax returns, and he's just running around the entire area with the flag. So, of course, the news that his tax returns were taken was big news. Everyone was so hyped for this, and just like Batman v Superman, the fight was terrible and the reviews were horrible. Not only were they a complete dud with no information to incriminate Trump of financial connections with, let's say, Russia or any other interest against American interests, they showed that Trump paid more taxes in 2005 than either President Obama did during 2015 and Bernie Sanders during 2014. Listen, you're just giving Trump supporters more reason to incriminate others instead of making them look at Trump and reflect on all the bullshit he's been spewing all this time. Now, of course, the more liberal lot of you will assume that the tax returns were probably cherry-picked and revealed precisely because they would put Trump in a better light. But you have to understand, no matter how much we try, we cannot use half-assed evidence to justify our criticisms. We need hard, irrefutable evidence. Plain as that. Don't try to spin shit. Find the evidence and put it the f*** out there. I can't say that I feel sorry for Rachel Maddow. She should have known that it was just a bad move all around. It's honestly no surprise that Rachel Maddow's ratings dropped faster than I could drop a hot mess after a week-old Chipotle burrito. Well, that's it from At the Desk. Thanks for watching. Good night, America.